Alrighty. Quiet on the set. Greetings, everybody. This is Les. And as you will see, Jack is not with us today. Although he's in the game, interestingly enough, making me chuckle at least. But welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Wednesday, December 11th, 2024 here inside and outside Shroud Avatar. Giveaways are open on my stream! Exclamation bundle me for a chance to win. Streamer bundles! Exclamation I love free shit for a chance to win a Steam game key. And of course, nothing over there because we got some perplexing news yesterday, which is going to cause a little problems here in the upcoming future. So I don't know how to broach this topic. So I guess we just get right on into it. As yesterday, sometime in the early evening, I got a message from Jack, and Jack says, "What the fuck? I've been suspended." And I says, "What do you mean you've been suspended?" And he says, my Twitch account has been suspended." And we sat there scratching each other's heads going, "What the fuck do you mean suspended? What was the reason? What, was the cause? What did they say?" And according to Twitch, suspected fraud. Suspected fraud on Jack's part. Has been indefinitely suspended on Twitch, which at this point we still don't know, and we have no clue. Yeah, Jigoku, what the fuck indeed, dumb Twitch. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read a couple things here, and then we'll talk about some other stuff. But let's get to the meat and potatoes of things. He says to me, "What the fuck? My Twitch account was banned." And if you go out to his channel, you'll see that it's currently unavailable due to a violation of the community guidelines or terms of service, which, again, no control over. The indefinite suspension was related to fraud on December 10th, which of course was yesterday. And again, we sitting there scratching our heads as to what do you mean fraud? I mean, what could be fraudulent? Jack made a whole 300 bits yesterday, on his stream, but according to them, actively engaging in fraudulent activity. Examples of violative conduct include, but are not limited to, using stolen payment information to purchase Twitch subscriptions, using botted or stolen accounts to inflate advertising revenue on a Twitch channel, promoting fraud by teaching others how to engage in it, submitting false text or other information during onboarding, and where the violation occurred was in purchases or payouts. According to them, the suspension length is indefinite, which means that it's not automatically going to be lifted. It's not a 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, 1 day suspension. It's got to be appealed, and the appeals process is totally wacky because you really don't get to speak to anybody about it. But the perplexing thing was in purchases or payouts, which again has us scratching our heads because, of course, Jack doesn't make any purchases. Andrea, did he recently complete the tax thingy from Twitch and made an error on it? No, you do that once, and we both did that 10 years ago. So, that's definitely got nothing to do with it. Again, it says where the violation occurred was in purchases or payouts. Content related for this violation may be removed, it says. And of course, we don't get it because Jack made, I don't know, less than $200 last year in in payouts. You have to do that every 2 years. Where? On Twitch? I've only ever done it once on Twitch, and my payouts have been coming for the last 10 years. So I don't know where you have to do it or why you would have to do it every 2 years. You live like in the EU or something, or Germany, or where are you located, Andrea? They may have different rules where you live compared to where we live here in the States. But of course, payouts are done by them, and they're done, anywhere between the 12th and the 15th of every month. So, many, 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 many months go by sometimes with Jack not getting a payout because he doesn't reach the threshold because, again, his channel isn't, generate that kind of income, so he doesn't really wind up with payouts every month. Whereas, I pretty much reach the threshold every month and get some kind of payout every month. But, as at this point, there's an appeal in on the process as well as a ticket. Yeah, and then he's got a response saying the account was suspended indefinitely due to displaying signs of fraudulent activity. Of course, attempting to evade these restrictions may result in additional penalties, blah, 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 blah. But also in their terms of service, uh, he cannot appear on another stream because then that would put the other stream, they call it evading suspension. Even though he's been part of the NBNN stream and I've been part of his stream for, 10 plus years. So yeah, at this point, we just don't get it. He just don't get it, and we're hoping that somebody out there gets their hands on the appeal and not just this automated stuff, and we'll be able to recover from this and move on. Was it Funko? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they had a hand in it. Maybe I saw that post in Discord, and that was just really, 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 silly stuff. I like they called my mom part of it as well as yeah. But in the meantime, again, until we get this settled, and again, at this point, we don't know what the future is going to bring when it comes to how this is all going to happen, how this is all going to operate, and what's going to happen next. Right now, the appeal is in play, and we're keeping our fingers crossed that somebody again picks this up. Again, he's got a manual ticket in, as well as the automated, clicking on this, and the automated stuff. As I learned early on when I got a suspension many, 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 many years ago. But mine was like a 24-hour suspension or something like that. I forget what it was, 1 day, 2 days. Uh, yeah, sounds like shenanigans, which again, we definitely agree, Belladonna. We can't for the life of us figure out where they would have even got such a thought, let alone, if they looked at revenue or they looked at, their payout system, they would realize that, he doesn't really earn that revenue. It's not like, we're trying to pad numbers or anything. He doesn't generate ad revenue by any means. Um, it's just totally mind-boggling as to what's going on with this. Now, of course, this is, of course, one of those things that I totally, totally, totally hate about, having streaming services the way they are and being under the thumb of somebody else who, at any time can just do something like that and pull the plug, and there goes, there goes your channel, there goes your livelihood, there goes your reputation, there goes, we hear it all too often happening on YouTube over silly stuff. Uh, we hear it from time to time on Twitch, but you know, most of the time that at least I've heard of it on Twitch, somebody just did something stupid, I mean, where they may not have realized, what they were doing, or they were trying to be cutting edge and they did realize, but thought they might get away with it or something like that. Um, as Jack pointed out, we have the famous streamer, I think I'm going to pronounce this right, Amaranth, who has been suspended, dozens upon dozens of times for, blatant violations of the, code, but, you know, always winds up getting her accounts back, probably because of the amount of revenue she generates for them, not just the amount of revenue that she generates for herself. But yeah, thank you, Tina. Frankly, you guys aren't that edgy. Yeah, we'll let the F bomb loose several times during a show, but yeah, we don't push the envelope of trying to do. Yeah, and she's got better boobs. Yeah, I guarantee you that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we don't ever try mislead anybody. We never try and manipulate the system. We do our utmost best to give you guys the best stream we can with what we've got here, and we don't buy subscribers. We don't try and do anything to pad numbers. Yeah, come on, show your man boobs. Nope, that's a TOS violation as well, believe it or not. Um, yeah, thank you, Belladonna. Yeah, nobody wants to see that. So it's just mind-boggling as to what's going on right now at this point. So again, I hate having to worry about this, and it's something we worry about. I worry about all the time. Is sometimes I see somebody sends a clip of this, clip of that, and I go, should we have really done that? But for the most part, as Tina pointed out, we aren't that edgy. And a lot more times, you know, we concern ourselves more with the game company than we do with, Twitch because, again, um, we don't have, anything to say about Twitch for the most part. We're just a platform that we use to spread our information. And Belladonna says, that's why I turned off my clips off on my channel. Really? Because people were clipping them and taking them out of context, or what's the story with that? I'm curious. And if you want to come on into Discord and tell us about it, I'd love to hear what you got to say, but no biggie if you don't. Yeah, yeah. Is we've got Drip. Drip loves to clip a lot of the stuff we do. And I want to say that 95+% of the time, the clips are funny for what they are because, they're just those moments in time where it was funny in the moment, and the clip makes makes it obvious what that was. But meanwhile, um, all we can do is sit here and wait on the appeals process and see where that may lead us. Now, of course, if this appeal is denied, that's going to put a major kink in the way things go around here. Um, If the appeal is denied, then he won't be able to reappeal for 6 more months, effectively putting a real kibosh on the Lunch with Laz and Jack platform at this point in time. So um, we're keeping our fingers crossed, and hopefully that things are gonna work out, and somebody's gonna pay attention and realize that either it was a screw up someplace, or that after a review, whatever triggered it was, just a stupid, mistake because there was no fraud. Um, and again, we're scratching our heads because, again, none of the things that they point out in their TOS happen to be anything that we can put a finger on and go, maybe, possibly, quite, uh, yeah, I'm blaming AI. It's ridiculous as to what it could be. Thank you, Belladonna. Says, I hope things get worked out. You two have been around forever, and although I don't watch all the time, I do chime in my opinions here and there, which is, again, we know people come, people go. And I was actually taking a look um, at my channel yesterday, which was really, really amazing. Yesterday's show, aside from all of you guys who tuned in, has got 80 plus other views as of this morning, which means that there's a crowd out there who's not watching live, but are watching after the fact. But as I was looking at the numbers, um, I realized that there are a lot more people actually watching the show after the fact, and I didn't even check YouTube. Let me see if I can check YouTube real quick and see if there's yeah, YouTube numbers are still pretty low. Day before yesterday, 10 views, 14 views, 19 views. 20 views, 20 views. So I mean, people are catching it on YouTube, but not so much apparently as they are on the Twitch platform. Um, for what it is, again, there may be. Uh, I was actually pretty confused because I wasn't able to find Jack on your other phone. Yes, because you won't, since his account is currently suspended. So what this means going forward at this point in time, we're just going to do what we're doing. I've come to a decision as for what's going to happen to the rest of the year, which I'll tell you about in just a moment here. And then we will wait to see what the actual final um, determination is with the Twitch platform, so on and so forth. It may mean, an end to the show as you know it, although definitely not an end to the stream altogether, but as you know it at this point. Of course, we would always have the option to move to a different platform and continue on that way. But again, until we get some kind of determination, not really thinking about that too much. Um, reason why we picked this platform was, had a lot of, the audience that we were, I guess, looking for. It was ease of use, ease of, setting up for monetizing, all sorts of other things. So that may be something that we have to look at in the future, but of course, not right at this time. At this time, we're keeping our fingers crossed and hoping that the appeals process works out properly and we'll be able to continue where we left off here, doing lunch with Laz and Jack, as you guys and gals know it. But until then, we got to roll with the punches. And as you guys know, we do roll with the punches. There was uh, another snafu that happened, I want to say about a year and a half, 2 years ago, maybe now, that we worked our way through for a week. And most of you really didn't even know what was going on, but we powered on through and continued on. And at this point, roll with the lunches and throw out a few too. Absolutely. Um, but yeah, there's a lot to think about here uh, as to what the next steps are if, and that's a big if at this point, Jack is not able to recover his account back here on Twitch. But that's going to be for something that's going to happen, whenever that is, and over the next several weeks, which, of course, uh, luckily, unluckily, that this is happening at the point in time where we're already getting ready to take an extended break for the holidays. So, with that being said, at this point in time, we're going to be cutting the programming short. And instead of extending all the way into next week, looks like I'm planning on this Friday being the last show of the year. Um, I'm going to continue on today, do tomorrow and Friday. And unless there's a decision over the next couple of days, then we're going to break early for the Christmas break this year and take that extra week of extended vacation while we figure out what the next steps are, and of course, you know, wait until January when we come back from that break and go from there. So At this point in time, Friday the 13th is tentatively going to be the last show of the year here on NBNN. And unless, of course, something happens in the next 2 days, and we'll keep you posted on all that. Stymie says this won't affect Jack's participation in the game. Yes, most likely it will. Unfortunately, we don't really think that that's got anything to do with anything pertaining to this, but um, Jack's own words is without having to do this, he really has no reason to log in on a daily basis and do what he normally does on a daily basis, and will probably have a detrimental effect on his appearances in game as well as just regular gameplay. But again, at this point in time, uh, it's a crapshoot. It's up in the air until we get a decisive, definitive decision from Twitch as to what's going on, whether they're going to stand by this silly ruling or whether they're going to actually overturn the appeal and realize that there was actually nothing happening. Their automated process or whatever triggered this was flawed somehow, some way. So, um, with that being said, call Jeff's mom about it, right? With that being said, of course, the extra week break isn't going to hurt me or Jack, of course. Again, we're already planning to take an extended break, so we're going to extend that out a little longer. And you know, if something changes between now and Friday, then of course we will let you guys and gals know, and we will make that decision once we know that information. But till then, again, at this point, we're going to be looking at the last show being Friday the 13th. So um, I know I can always use an extra week off and get prepared for the holiday because I've got all sorts of stuff to do, and usually that last week is just really hectic. So not having to worry about doing my daily prep and show, and spending the several hours I do every day doing this, um, will allow me more time to take care of the things that need to be taken care of, and of course, just you know a really long break. I know I'm going to be stir crazy with all that extra time off, but again, we roll with the punches, and we deal with the cards that are dealt to us. And you were on vacation again last week, Stymie? My goodness. But I don't get it, Tina. Oh, you're on vacation next week. Yeah, okay, for your dad's funeral. Absolutely, absolutely. And again, our condolences on that. Cancer sucks, and I know I've been following progress over the last several months that you've been posting on, and we noticed that he was on the rebound for a while, but everybody has their time, and unfortunately, that's the story for all of us. How about I take over? It can be the Lomir show. No, it'll never be the Lomir show, Lomir. But that's another thing that I gotta consider, and another thing again. This is all going to depend on what's going on. I've discussed with Jack maybe bringing in a co-host. Uh, next week, for somebody, just to fill in and take that spot for a couple days. But at this point in time, and of course, Lomir, you don't even have a PC running right now, or did you finally get your PC fixed? I know I saw you playing the game earlier, and I see you lighting up, but I don't hear you talking. So when you get your microphone situation figured out, we'll hear you. But again, this is something that we really don't know what it's going to be until we get again a final determination by the folks over at Twitch. At which time, then go ahead and we'll make a call. Um, there are several different options available. You may have heard me talk about them in the past, and I'm going to run through some of them here in just a moment, just because, give you guys an idea, maybe get some feedback from you folks as well, and, you know, see what you guys may think of, what some of these solutions might be. But before we do that, it's that time to go ahead and pull our streamer bundle giveaways. So I am going to close the giveaway and pull a winner. And Paladin Michael, you are the winner of this streamer bundle. And then, of course, I'll have to ask Jack what he's going to do with all the rest of his streamer bundles if, for some reason, he doesn't get back on stream. Let's get him his Michael Berg. There you go. There you go, Michael. Congratulations to you. And let me make sure that I reopen that for the end of the show. Alrighty, giveaway is now reopened. Yes, I know you're waiting on your processor. So far you replaced your power supply, your motherboard, and your processor. And it'll be only to find out that it was your memory to begin with. Just joking. I hope it's not. But all right, moving forward. Hang on a second here. All right, moving right along. So, hopefully everything works itself out. Best case scenario, it was a 50-cent cable. Yeah, I've seen that happen way too many times, Tina. You and I both, I'm sure, right? Or it was just a loose connector on the motherboard that I'm hoping since he replaced his motherboard, he checked all those and put everything back the way it was supposed to be. But yeah, a frayed cable someplace, caused all chaos in the machine. Excuse me. But anyway, moving right along. Um, what the future holds for the show at this point in time. Hopefully, keeping the fingers crossed, um, this gets resolved, and fixed, and life goes on as you guys know it. Um, at that point, we have no worries. We, go back to our regularly scheduled programming, and we continue doing what we've been doing for 10 plus years here on NBNN News. Barring that, Zealot, I will recap this in just a minute. I'll recap it real quick. What happened was Jack's account got suspended indefinitely on Twitch for suspected fraud. So he can no longer appear on any other stream or his own stream whatsoever because he has no access. And if he does appear on my stream, that jeopardizes the main stream, which, of course, no bueno across the board there because, again, suspected fraud is the reason. As Florida is floridering in here and the rainstorm is coming down. But yeah, we really don't know the reason, which, yeah, has got us just, you know, boggled at this point in time. Yeah, well, I read the screenshots earlier, Jack. I shouldn't be saying that name out loud. Yeah, I know. But anyway, um, what the future may or may not hold. Again, hopefully things work their way out and we get back to business as usual. Barring that, there's always the chance that we could switch a platform and continue on that way. Uh, hopefully, again, that's not the case. Everything you're hearing here on out is hopefully not the case. We're hoping for a best case scenario where everything gets fixed and we'll be back, to our normal everyday programming here. Um, as you guys know and love, uh, for the continuation of our careers. But barring that, options, if that doesn't happen, would be to, of course, move to another platform. If we can do that and make it viable, bring in a co-host until such time as we can get it viable again, which may also be a possibility. Again, this is all just up in the air, but uh, as of the state of things right now, I'm not going to speculate too much. I'm not going to put much thought into anything aside from what we do because at this point in time, don't panic. Make sure you have your towel with you and keep your thumb out to hitch for a ride because, we've been on this ride for quite some time and, we're not going to give up that easy. So, but barring the fact that, maybe you ban too many view buying bots. Yeah, but we don't do that. We ban any bots that come across our channel. So, I mean, banning bots is not something that would get you in trouble. But then there's always the possibility that, we change course and start mixing things up a little bit different. But again, I'm not going to speculate too much on any of that because, again, we're hoping for the best possible outcome of this scenario as it is right now. So until again we have more clarification, um, I don't know what more to say. We're going to sit and wait. We're going to hope that things straighten themselves out, and I'll do my best to keep you up to date as to what's going on. and we'll roll with the punches as we do always here on NBNN. So with all that said, I'm going to just reiterate that as of right now, Friday the 13th will be the last show of the year, this Friday coming up, instead of the 20th of December, unless something fixes itself within those 2 days. In which case, if that does happen, then we will uh, continue with our regularly scheduled week. But if that doesn't happen in the next 2 days, then look at Friday being the last stream of the year, and we will take an extended holiday break this year. Looking forward to moving on to next year. So, and then of course, keep an eye on our Discord for any updates because that's where they'll be if we're not live on the air, and we will go from there. In the meantime, what to do for the rest of today's show? As the rain comes down and makes lots of noise in the background. Okay, we're going to get to, I guess, a little Shroud news. And I'm going to get to a little holiday decorating contest going on out in Frogtown Market. Was Frogtown Market going to have a Christmas decorating contest happening going on right now. So we of the Frogs of Frogtown hereby declare a Christmas decorating contest is now open in Frogtown Market. Decorations placed on any size lot in Frogtown Market will automatically be entered into the contest. 1,000 crowns of the obsidian to the winner. The contest will be judged and awarded on Christmas Eve by none other than His Greenness, Mr. Froggy, Strider Green himself. Decorate away, my ribbits, let the merry hoppin' begin. Coming from Strider Green. And Hamu Lightbringer says, but will there be frog legs served at the event, sir? Or possibly tadpole stew? And then Conjurer pointed out a typo. Kyomiko says, sounds like fun. Morkin wants to know, hey, Mr. Frog, may you tell us when this event starts and ends? If it will end July 15th, 2025, I appreciate it very much, because in that time, all my Christmas decos available and not placed in my town. And then Piero Steele for Christmas deco. Please contact me for rental fees. And I do have hundreds of Christmas junk. Christmas items. From Workin, you get an extra 10% discount if you rent the items in February. Conjurer, there are regionally different traditions that have Christmas decorations, including the tree, until either, I have no idea, day of the Holy Three Kings that were actually wise men on the 6th of January, or even 40 days after Christmas. And I guess Conjurer tries to get more free days from work with creating a new Christmas holiday. The wise guys, yes, the wise guys. But Morkin, Very simple. It's answered right there in the post. The contest was announced and it will be judged on Christmas Eve. So now to Christmas Eve is the answer that you're looking for. You can go out and decorate between now and Christmas Eve, and Christmas Eve is when the judging is going to take place. So I don't know how you don't get dates from that. I mean, but some people have to be spoon fed information like that. So there you go, Morgan. Is between now and Christmas Eve, you can go out to Frogtown Market and decorate your lot to your heart's content and try and win yourself 1,000 crowns of the obsidian for the best decorated lot out there. But moving right along, we're going to jump to Sorry Santa, No Cookies for You, coming from Belladonna Rose, because Belladonna is really sad out there. And Belladonna, was that something that they used to do in the past, or was that just something that has been a wish list item for you? What's the story on that? So while I wait for you to give me an answer there in chat, Belladonna says, sadly, another Christmas holiday will come and go with no Christmas cookies. Not even a gingerbread man cookie. Not even a plate with cookies for Santa Claus. Poor old feller's gonna starve in Novia. Oh, just a wish list item. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they made frickin' Valentine cookies and such, but nothing for Christmas. Yeah, because we get what, stockings and wreaths, and let me finish this topic. Flair says, forget the fat guy. What about me? Because Flair wants cookies too. Belladonna says, always, Morkin. There are still enough cookies in your cookie box in Saxon's Landing. I think we need another recipe for Santa's brandy, too. So much dry cookies are not good for an old man. Who doesn't want a cookie? That's right, I want a cookie. You want a cookie? I know everybody wants a cookie, right? Cookies. I know I've got a box of Mellow Mars sitting in there. Yeah, you know, you would think, Belladonna, you would think, but I think we've learned our lesson well here inside Shrouded Avatar that what we think might be easy um, is not. As the old saying goes, common sense is not so common, and you know, wish lists are easy, but actually getting something done about it is another whole story altogether. And you know, it is what it is. But you know, let's see here. You know, every year, you know, we get you know, silly stuff like this. You know, we get miniaturized snow people, which is just a you know, scaled down version of something that already exists in the game. Uh, in a pinch, even broke is good. Rewrapped Christmas boxes. Are, you know, these the same style and size as the ones that we've had in the past? It's a good question. Uh, I would have to go look here. Go run around to my decorations box and see what if they look sort of the same. was also something I stopped doing, which is just decorating. Um, I will show you this in just a second if that's the right box. There it is, yeah. So the large Yule gift box is just a square box. I'm pulling these out. That's the only one I've got in boxes. I have Yule stockings. Oops. Okay, so uh, yes and no, I guess, is the answer. The small boxes look like they just may be a rewrap of those. I don't see a large box there, but the rectangular one looks like it might be new. What happened here? Oh, sorry, wrong screen. Wrong screen. Yeah, small boxes look like they may be the same, but the rectangular and the round boxes are look like they're a little bit different. And then, of course, we got the Yule stockings and all sorts of other stuff. Now, I have like every type of snowman, snow boy, snow girl, snow dragon, Christmas trees. I have a whole box of decorative stuff for, including the large fronted Yule tree. But, you know, it just becomes a bit of a burden trying to change out on the lot. No, non-binary. Here comes that really bad rain. Oh, you can hear that coming through my mic. Come on, it's Christmas time. I'm not supposed to be getting rain. Crying out loud. And then this year we also got poles with banners on them. For the Christmas Yuletide and the lovely poinsettia. Uh, got a Yule log. That's a new one. A new tree for this year. You know, which again, I'm to the point where and new stockings this year, which again probably just reskinned, and then some animal spawners. Potted poinsettias, same thing, same thing. Oh, you can blame Lomir. I gotta agree with you, Belladonna. The poinsettias and the Yule log are a nice new addition to the usual stuff that we usually get. And were those also included, or were those just purchases? Let me see here. Poinsettia was your login reward, so everybody got one of those. And the Yule log is in the Crown store. Let's see. recently added. And U-log is 450 kodos, so not too shabby considering. The trees, large Yule tree, giant Yule tree, a little pricey. A potted poinsettia 3-pack, only 200 kodos. Not too bad if you want to really get festive. So I may actually just get a Yule log just because that's 61 days. Or that's 6 days. Anybody tell me what that is? Looks like 61 days. But you know what? I'm just going to make the purchase so I've got it for my home and put it someplace, probably just in storage, just to say I've got it. It does say 61 days, right? Okay, just making sure I'm seeing that right. But my luck, I would forget it. Like, I got to go over here. I don't know how I have 100 days on one taxable lot, but only 42 days on another taxable lot. I don't know how I did that either, but I got to fix that here. Uh, thankfully, um, I've got, the time and the credit to do that, which means I need to probably get over to my town and use those scepters and put some more money on those lots because I don't think 6 million in tax credit is enough by any means. But speaking of being enough, it's about time we wrap things up here today and get ready to call it a day right here on lunch. And we're going to start that out by pulling our final streamer bundle giveaway. Oh, a whole bunch of people in, a whole 3 of you in on that streamer bundle today. Paladin Michael, looks like you already know. There you go. That makes a whole 4 of you. Okay, pulling the streamer bundle giveaway. And Lomir is our winner. Congratulations, Lomir, as we get you your streamer bundle. And I'm just mailing that, of course, because we can't sit there and tally it up waiting to see how many you won so you can get back in game yourself. You are a wiener. And there you go. So that is for Lomir. And then moving right along, everybody all raffled up for the final giveaway. As I close out the giveaway and pick our Steam Key winner. And Andrea, KOSS, you are the winner of our Steam Key giveaway. And let's go see what we've got for you today. You're going to get yourself a copy of Witch Haven on Steam. Let's see what that's worth. Witch Haven on Steam is worth a whole $7.99. Currently on the Steam store sale for 75% off. Nom 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 nom. Thank you for my Doritos. For a whole $1.99. But it's an $8 game. Going out to Andrea. We get you your game key. There is Andrea. There he is. Oh, come on. Paste. There it is. You're quite welcome, and thank you. And of course, thank you all for joining us here each and every day. Without folks like you guys and gals, we couldn't do what we do here, and we do appreciate the support. Just another reminder until we get this all settled tentatively, Friday the 13th will be the last stream. That is this Friday, right here on NBNN, unless something gives and we get an update, but I will keep you apprised uh, on that. And of course, we'll be back with more. At least I'll be back with more tomorrow, right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz. Jack's out of commission. Lomir's down for the count with no PC. And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.